And we are live. Hello NCP TV, this is Henry Kim, your commentator, commentating the Northside girls volleyball game against Chicago, Washington. I'm joined by fellow volleyball player Caleb Diaz, who is joining our table right now. How are we doing, Caleb?
Hey, how are we today? It looks like it's just going to be a me, Henry, Caleb day, but I think we also have a special guest star today. We have the Lola Wright.
Hello, Northside College Prep. I'm so happy to be here tonight.
Yeah, we got an interesting game today. We got Chicago's Washington versus the Mustangs.
Should be a very interesting game. Let me just pull up my notes real quick. Caleb, you want to talk about how are we feeling about this game?
I'm feeling good. We saw our JV team. It was a very tough game to watch. We had first set going to Washington. The second set, it was an onslaught battle between the two. It kept going back and forth. And sadly, the Washington, whatever their mascot is, came out victorious. Though the Mustangs did put up a good fight, we could not get the dub there. But I'm feeling very confident for Varsity's team.
Yep, I'm actually really excited for this game. So Chicago Washington is a team. Their record is 4-17, and in conference they're 1-6. Overall, they have a win percentage of 19%. They're 492nd in state and 260th in Chicago. Northside is 7-15 with a. Oh my God! What a spike from Cara Wright. As I was saying, Northside have a 32% win percentage. They're 473rd in state and 244th in Chicago. Caleb, you want to talk about that last play there?
Oh, wow, what a play. I mean, honestly, this is what I keep talking about. It's these one balls that we keep going on in practice, and honestly, this is the reason. And another one by Cara Wright. An absolute great block there. Anything you want to comment on?
I mean, I just love watching her play. It's so much fun for me. She's totally inspiring, in my opinion. Like, I watch her, just so much drive, just so much dedication. I love watching her play.
Couldn't agree more. We have Lily Fish with the pass that are out. Evelyn with the pass. Tip by Maya. Set to the right side. Hit by Washington.
Good up by Chan. Step by Fisher to the right side. Tipped over by Cohen. And that would be a point for Northside. Mrs. Wright, I do have to agree with you that your daughter is an absolute joy to commentate. I mean, her hits are absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Chan with the serve. Pinged over the net. Picked up by Chicago Washington's defense. And that will be blocked. Another Northside point. Caleb, this Northside team has been coming off to a great start. How are we feeling?
I love to see it. We're coming off to a strong start after that defeat by JV. And I love to see, honestly, that set by the Washington setter was actually really good. I love to see what's going on now.
Oh, my God. What a... Rejected by Wright. Set back, but... It's going to be stopped again. Caleb, the state of this Chicago Washington team, I mean, you're letting Northside go on a 5-0 run. I mean, what are you doing to change now that, you're 5 points down?
I mean, it's difficult. I mean, we have Evelyn Chan with the serve, and,
Great
maybe that,
server.
Yeah,
I
no.
love watching
that was,
Abby serve.
yeah.
She's such a great server.
That wasn't a good example, but honestly, from what we've seen before, she's a great server, great passer, all around a great player. And, I mean, we can see with this front row, we have a stacked cast here. We have amazing height compared to Washington's defense and offense.
Caleb, do you know where Avery Cohen was the first half of the season?
Sadly, she did have a medical issue, but it is now resolved, and she's back in her prime.
Definitely does. Kitani with a good tip, scoring another point for Northside, going up 6-1. Sam Witchik checks into the game for Mirakulova. Now, Cara Wright is up for the serve. Along with being a phenomenal hitter, she's also a phenomenal server, just to note. And that would be an ace for Cara Wright.
I will say watching her serve come along this season has been really fun. She's a middle, so in her club season, she doesn't play in the back row. She rarely serves, and she doesn't pass. So that's been a great opportunity for her. And watching her serve this season has been so fun.
Beautiful serve from Wright, but impeccably picked up by the defense. A back row attack that scores. Wow. We have not seen much of that during this season. That was actually really impressive.
Wow. I mean, honestly, I couldn't agree more. That was actually beautiful. That was a great serve by Cara. Great placement there, but whoever that was picked it up perfectly.
Yeah.
And we have the serve by Washington.
Good pickup by Chan as it's set to Kitani. Slams it down. Beautiful hit.
I mean, honestly, we gotta talk about that pass though by Evelyn Chan. That was a great pass.
It was a great pass.
Great set by Lily Fish, and honestly, the absolute smash that was by Maya Katani.
Checking into game, Peyton Foxy at the right side position is Jillian Young, the setter, who is actually a freshman, goes into serve.
I love watching Jilly. I love her spirit. I love her hustle. She's an extraordinary athlete. She's a great hockey player.
Oh, yeah,
And you can
hockey.
watch her athleticism on the court without a lot of volleyball experience.
As you can see right there, we had the dig by Jillian Young. Oh, that's
good. One-handed receive picked up by Foxy, but unfortunately will not be a point for Northside. That was some beautiful defensive resilience there, Caleb. What do you think?
I mean, honestly, what I loved seeing was the hustle there. I loved seeing the communication, and both of those things were things we've been working on this past season.
Float serve picked up by Wright. Set to the right side, Katani picked up by the defense, and it appears it will be free balled over by their libero. Good pass by Wright. Young back to the right side, Foxy. She punches it through the wall, but it's picked up again by Washington. Ping back over and passed by Chan. Set to Katani.
Oh, my goodness.
Great dig by the defense. Free balled over again. Right, good pass. Set back to Katani, but she has to adjust to it. Rejected by Wright. But Washington's defense will keep the point alive. Set to Foxy. Punches it through. It's going to be a free ball from the right side. Picked up again by Young.
Okay.
Short set to Witchek. Oh, some confusion in the back as the setter picks up the ball and Northside side is thrown into chaos. Caleb, what do we think happened at that play?
I mean, no shade to either team. I mean, when you're in a long rally like that, I mean, it might look slow on our end, but when you're in it, you really feel it. And you really, honestly just feel drained. Like, even if you're not doing anything, it's all that attention that you're giving up.
I mean, I completely agree, Caleb. You know, just that mental aspect just really drains you when you're going through a long rally like that. Oh, sorry for all the viewers at home. We actually have no scoreboard player today, so Caleb will be doing that for us while I talk real quick. Good set to the middle, but unfortunately that's set into the net. I mean, Caleb, as someone who's played and watched a lot of volleyball games, I mean, you're down 10-4. I mean, what do you do if you're this Chicago-Washington side?
I mean, I personally, I would not give up. It's not a game of one set, it's a game of two, and we don't lose until we hit 25. That's what something Coach Curry says. He's on the bench right here. We're working to it. Yeah, we got Washington with the free ball. Katani passes it. Jillian with the set to the middle. Oh, and just missed by Kutchuk.
Almost got there. Unfortunately, we will give Chicago-Washington another point, but no doubt Northside can come back from this.
You know, it's tough when those sets are too tight to the net. It's like, you know, sometimes you can give a hard time to the hitter, but it's really, I mean, there's only so much you can do when it's that tight.
Yeah. Good hit by Ward as he's perceived at a defense.
Oh my goodness.
My gosh. Chicago-Washington's outside just blasted through the wall, scoring another point for Washington. That was a beautiful hit. Jeez. Chicago-Washington with the serve. Picked up by Wright. Set to Sam, playing from the right side. That was a beautiful slide. Straight. Oh, wow, that's a crazy hit. That was a beautiful hit from Witchek, Caleb. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. No, honestly, I love seeing Witchek's absolute improvement over the season, especially considering the first game, you know. Obviously, I'm not doubting her talent, but I'm just saying you could definitely see it improve and improve. And I love to see Sazim serve. I know we were talking about Witchek, but Sazim and Cara and Evie have some of the best serves.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow. This outside on Washington teams is actually, like, on a roll.
She's absolutely on fire. Good Lord. She seems like she can hit from everywhere. The back row, the front row. She's killing it out here.
Something Northside needs to keep their watch on. definitely not touch there. Wow,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Now let me ask you a question. If you're in the net, but it's not on the point, it's not an issue.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask too. I'm not entirely sure there on the clarifications, but hey, as a back row player, I try not to worry about that.
All right. Oh, unfortunately.
You don't generally want your middle setting.
Yeah. That is true.
Unfortunately, right can't do everything.
Just like you don't want Henry Kim setting.
Excuse me, I'm a phenomenal setter. Fisher set Ani.
Oh,
good hit,
wow,
but it's
what a dig.
very well picked up by the Washington defense.
Those are tough.
Yeah, and a smart play by Washington there. I mean,
Yeah.
God, I don't know like where this came from at all, but I mean, really, you can't judge a book by its cover. These digs and these hits are phenomenal by Washington. Really, height is not stopping them at all.
Wow. Messi.
Well, let me ask you a question as a libero Diaz. I'm always surprised when that instinct happens to set on the first touch in the back row. I see it often, and I don't know if it's instinct or why does that happen?
It's mainly due to height. Like if it's above your shoulders, you will have to set that, or else you're just gonna be swinging at nothing and not really know what to do.
Can't you move your feet and back up?
You could, but it might be coming so fast or so slow. It's mainly just an instinct thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it's something I really had to learn this season as well, because I did struggle with that.
Will, any comments from you about the state of this game? I know you just got here, but
Washington's defense has seemed really outstanding. Obviously, when I walked in, I was like, "Whoa, that's a kind of short team." But I mean, they even had some awesome hits where they still get on top and over the net and send it down. But yeah, they've definitely exceeded my expectations with their defense so far.
Will, you want to guess what this team's record is?
I'm gonna guess similar to ours. I'm gonna say like 7-15, something like that.
Pretty close, actually. We're 4-17.
Oh, you know what? I'll take that guess. That was better than I was expecting.
I mean, for a 4-17 team, they're doing phenomenally. Only 3 points behind.
Will, did you recently get your braces removed?
I did. Yeah, feeling good.
Congratulations.
A good hit from right as it's picked up. Tipped over.
Oh!
Mirkalova. Some confusion with Chen as they dive into each other.
Will do it with the power of friendship.
Okay. Unfortunately, that shortens the Chicago Washington. Oh, serve straight away, but straight away into the net.
With Carl Wright with the serve.
You know, Mrs. Wright, I've noticed that Cara turns around before she serves. Is this some sort of ritual that she has?
Yeah, I mean, I think that there is a power to ritual. There's a power to just having a routine that keeps you out of your head and in the moment. And I think it's almost like it gives her a moment to take a breath, to turn from the before.
Good analysis. Oh. That will be a little short for Katani as she's unable to send it back over the net. Chicago Washington now only behind by 1 point at the end of this set. Picked up by Chen, but it's going to be short. Katani, unfortunately unable to send it back over. We really do need to work on these receives. Most of them seem to be falling behind the 10-foot line, and I mean, kind of hard to set for the setter if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a little rough there with the pass, but it's okay. I know we're gonna get it back just like that.
There we go. A little far for Katani, but that's okay. She still manages to get it over. A bit of confusion from the side, and seems like there's a little bit of confusion about who was gonna free ball that over, so that resulted in a North point. Cohen checking out of the game for Jillian Young, and Foxley checking into the game.
Yeah, I think they have struggled in the back. That is communication issue or a confidence issue.
Oh. It's gonna be what's
They're in
that?
the net.
Yeah, and that's touch there.
So unfortunate. So it's 2020. It's definitely not looking like the beginning of the game where Northside were on a 5-0 tear. Caleb, what do you think's changed between the beginning and the end of this set?
Rough to say. I think we came out here guns blazing, but I think now Washington is really starting to get their foot forward here and really starting to understand the new environment and taking it against themselves. What are you saying?
You know, this is probably not a Northside spirited comment, but Caroline is a coach in her club world that says, when you have their head underwater, hold it down there until there are no more bubbles. And I think like that's just something this team has to learn how to do. We have had a number of times where we've been on a run and then we lose it. And it's like you gotta hold the pressure when you have the moment. Otherwise you exhaust yourself. A 20-20 game is an exhausting set because it's like that's 40 points. You know, and so that means you're gonna have a pretty tiring second set, and then you'll just have to see who has the mental stamina to keep it going.
Right, I mean, I have to completely agree with you. I mean, one of the big troubles, like you said, that this Northside team has had this season was, you know, taking their foot off the gas pedal when they're up. Oh, good set from Young, but unfortunately, it's gonna be a.
Yeah, that was a little weird on the refs end here. I mean, no stigma to anyone, but I do know these refs very, very familiarly from past freshman games. But hey, you know, ball doesn't lie. That's what we like to say.
Good pickup by Katani. Oh, rough set over the net. Set to the middle as it's tipped over. Picked up by Chan. Young to Katani, and she's. Oh, come on!
No way.
I mean, that looked into me. I mean,
wow. I got nothing to say except for things I said prior. But
You know, I think one of the things that's been fun watching Maya play is last year she was middle. This year she's the outside. Just a great athlete.
yeah, great all-around player, and I think that's what we have for a lot of this team.
beautiful hit from Foxy.
Yeah, I mean, Peyton's been another fun player to watch. I've really seen her progress from the beginning of the year to today. So much more consistent. And when the left side can really get it down, it's always a surprise.
Yeah, that was a great hit by Peyton Foxette.
Set to the middle again.
Wow. There we go, finally.
And that will be out.
What?
I believe. What?
No way. No way. No way.
It's our ball.
No way.
What?
Good.
It's our ball. It's our ball.
No, but they put their hands up like it was out.
Ah.
I don't know what was up with that.
Looked like they switched their call.
Tani, beautiful float serve. Set to the back row again. Oh, shanked by right, but it's sent back over by Witchek. Oh, a setter dump, and it sends the north side in chaos.
One of the things I appreciate about this Washington team is they've done a few back row attacks.
Yeah.
That's something that we have not figured out how to do from the Northside team. I just don't know that we've practiced it, and we don't have it in our arsenal, for lack of a better term. This Washington team's done it a couple times, and they've done it well.
Yeah. A few that I feel like would benefit greatly is definitely Bridget Ward. I mean, honestly, like she's somewhat of an all-around player, but I'd love to see a back row from her.
I definitely would. I mean, I've seen her while we've been playing volleyball in open gym. I mean, she's just phenomenal.
Wow.
No way! Amazing defensive resilience for Chicago Washington. As can't even be upset over that. I mean,
No, not at all. I mean, that was amazing, like, hustle all around.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back, but Caleb's gonna switch to your main commentator now.
Hey guys. We have Pin still in. Sam switches for Sazim. Oh, we have Sazim for the serve. Can't wait to see the absolute aces we're about to get here. See serve. In. Pass. Sets the outside. Oh.
That's a tough player right there. She's got an arm.
Oh, for sure. It's over. Oh. And sadly, touches the tape and goes over. And there was some hustle for it, but we have just lost a set here at Washington. And about how much was that, Will?
That was 25 to 23.
Tough loss there, and especially because we were riding them. We had the gas going, but I think we just let go too soon. Anything to say about that?
I mean, I think that's why you don't want to play such a tight match or such a tight set. Rather, it's like you gotta keep your foot on the pedal, like you said. You let it get too tight, and then it slips right through your hands. And it didn't have to go that way,
No,
but
for
it
sure.
did.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I really liked what you said there about the mental things and about how when you have them underwater, like just make sure you keep going. And I think that's something we really struggle with, not just boys season, but all around, and maybe in every sport. I mean, when we play maybe not such a good team,